mucha música diferente. Pero aquí, cuando la música es muy bien, es puro, la gente entiende. Porque música es un idioma universal. Si no entienden las letras, entienden la música y la pasión de la música.
Sí, yeah, that's true. Absolutely. You were talking about that you had 23 concerts here, but how about in the world, globally? How many concerts have you done around the world since the release of your work?
We keep actually pretty meticulous track of what we do, and we've been focusing on Spain for the last month, but sometime over the winter time we'll hit 300 shows that we've done together as a band.
Just 1 year, or?
No, since the inception of the band.
6 años. 6, right? 5.
Yeah, but I would say that 200 plus have been since the record's been out. We've toured the U.S. 3 times. We've been to Canada. We've been over to do Spain and Portugal, and we go to Sweden tomorrow. We're going to Hawaii in the wintertime. We plan to come. We're going to make a new record over the winter, and we plan to come back and hit Europe a lot harder next year. But I mean, this is what we love to do, and the type of music we choose to do, the best way to do is take it to the people. I mean, it's not what's thrown on the radio, it's not what you're going to see in the video screens at the truck stops. But we love to play our music. We think the best way to deliver it is to be in front of people, and we're that number is going to continue to grow rapidly.
Yeah, the momentum has just increased more and more. Like, as time has gone on since the beginning of WitchBurn, we've just played more and more shows. The number of shows per month has gone up higher and higher as we go forward. So,
and we've been very fortunate on this tour. We've been in newspapers, many websites, television, and radio. The promotions in Spain for WitchBurn have been really, really good,
really
and it's
amazing.
Helped people come to the concerts and learn about the band.
Yeah. So we're very, very grateful for all the help.
Very thankful, yes.
Yes.
So now, after all of this, are you preparing a new work?
See, we're writing new songs as we speak, all the time, writing new songs. And as soon as we get home, that is our top priority, is to write a new record and get it recorded as soon as possible. So hopefully by next spring or summer.
March, April.
Yeah, we pretty much will be back on tour from March going forward. So while it takes a little time after the record's done to prepare it and everything, we hope to have a record done and ready for duplication by the end of March. So by the end of the first quarter of 2012, we'll have a new record.
That's the goal.
Yeah.
Okay, that's really good news.
Yeah.
And if you come to Spain, it's better than...
Sí, porque tenemos 2 discos.
Yeah.
And we're excited about the idea of coming back, for sure.
Yeah.
It's been amazing that some of these people, like he was saying, have traveled so far to come. I mean, some of them have been to like 3 or more shows just on this one tour, and we were told not to expect to sell very many copies of our record, so we only brought about like 150 or something like that, and we ran out
Halfway through the tour.
before
Ahora
we
no tenemos discos porque cuando empezamos solamente 150 discos o un poquito más, y ahora no tenemos discos porque vendimos todo.
That's really good news, and even more now.
Sí.
I don't know in the States, but here in Spain there's a crisis
Sí.
with the music.
Sí.
Yeah.
I think that's a global crisis, to be
Yeah.
honest.
everywhere.
Sí.
It's true that the music business has just changed so much very recently,
Every day,
so
yeah.
quickly. Yeah, it's happening everywhere.
And do you think that will the world of digital music end with the world as we know it today?
Well, I think there's pros and cons to the kinds of changes that have happened as far as digital music being so available. I think it's great for independent bands as far as getting the word out, getting their name out, and getting their music to people far away, worldwide. You know, it makes it more available, but at the same time, it reduces the amount of revenue available for, you know, promotion and for record labels to put money behind a band to help promote them in different ways, like touring and stuff.
The one thing I will say, though, is you can't replicate a good live show, and that's why we make sure that we're really good at doing the live show, because, you know, we play live shows and it makes people want to buy our record. Like in the old days, you'd listen to a record, it would make you want to go to a live show. Mm-hmm. We sort of, our model is that put us in front of people and they'll want to buy our record.
Yeah. So you think the future is on concerts?
It's in concerts.
Shows.
And
Hard
yes.
work.
Yes, and I think the good thing about that is it'll make the good bands will survive, because everyone complains how there's so many bad bands right now.
Yeah.
If you can't deliver the goods in today's environment, you're not going to last.
No.
And so our model is we just want to be put in front of people, and we think that we have something to offer that's compelling enough that anyone who truly loves music, because, you know, we're fortunate in that, like, we've played with metal bands, we've played with rock bands, because her voice is so amazing, it sort of transcends genres. It's just like, you know, we can fit with a bunch of different stuff because it comes from here. We're not in this box.
Yeah. You're not a product.
We're not a product, and we're not pigeonholed into a small genre.
We just put our hearts out there.
We've played with so many different styles of bands, and we get the same reaction when we play, whether it's a metal band, a dub trio band.
Whether it's Blue Cheer or Slipknot, I mean,
heavy metal,
like it.
death metal, any kind of, like, all over the place.
Yeah.
So I guess the bottom line is, I mean, we believe that our path to longevity is to really, really be good at performing.
Yeah.
And because it fuels all the other things. It makes people want to buy T-shirts. It makes people want to buy records. And honestly, it's the funnest part about being in a band.
It's true. You know, I mean, in this day and age, with the way things are now, you really just have to kind of reverse that theory and make yourself a really good live band, because that commodity cannot be duplicated in any kind of a digital format, really. I mean, you can watch videos and stuff, but it's not the same as being there at all. And, you know, back in the day, like, people always complain about hearing a record and thinking it sounds really great, and then they go to see the band and they're disappointed. It's a big letdown when the band can't, you know,
perform the same as the disc.
When they can't deliver the way that you would expect them to when you hear the record, you know. So you got to reverse it now. You got to be even better live than your record.
Yeah, I've heard of many CDs at home, like the CD, go see the band, let down. There was disappointment. You guys had a great CD, but your live concert, come on, do better.
Yeah.
It's a lot of bands like that now.
That's what it's all about now.
Because there's, in the studio, a lot of people can overproduce their music and use Pro Tools and tricks to make the music perfect.
Yeah.
But when you take it to the stage, if
It's
they're
up
trying
to
to
you.
perform it, you know, it's harder to do for some bands
Well, and you
than
can
others.
tell when they fake it, too, when they're rolling tape and things like that. You can tell when the musicianship isn't there, when the energy isn't there, things like that, you know. It's different, and only the really good live bands will survive in today's music business.
Okay, then I think probably you answered to my question, to my next question, but I have to ask you about it. So, do you think what's the future of the music?
The musician.
Yeah, musician, the music, I don't know. Maybe you answered already, but I don't know.
Well, I mean, definitely the live show and bringing it out there, but I think the future of music for any musician is